So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Puskás. Puskás! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well read, nice interception. Messi. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Totti has it out wide and in space. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that was very necessary. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Caicedo. Now it's Totti. And it's Hazard. Guardiola. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Puskás.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Scores! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And it's Totti. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now, can they get him away? It's Hazard! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Goretzka. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's quick to snatch it back. Goretzka. And this is Totti. Cleared without hesitation. Now it's Puskás. Takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Puskás. Puskás has the space to scheme. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Goretzka. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Iniesta. He has found a way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Totti. Oh, well measured. Iniesta receives it in a good position here. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Pullet wants to run onto this. Defending of the desperate variety. And smartly reclaimed. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Totti. Iniesta conjures time and space where few can. Tries to pass it through.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for the run. Oh, that was vital. And here's Shevchenko. Pushkas. Referee has just said play on. Rijkaard makes the interception. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Manchester United really have looked a bit disjointed to me. Their passing has let them down in key moments, but that's also due for the need of better movement to create more options in the danger areas, something the manager, I think, has to stress to them now.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. The second half is up and running. So neither side has yet broken through. And it's Totti. Searching pass he's played there. Thinks about the big chance! Deftly away. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, this is a very good run. And he was alert to it. Not the most accurate pass. Knocks it into space. He's found space here. Hazard. Guardiola. Now it's Shevchenko. Good read, needed to be. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's Totti! Howson goes back to front. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. And he's there to retrieve it. Neymar.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Howson calmly anticipates. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Well, that's an excellent interception. Can he get it through? Marquinhos cuts out the pass. Great vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Neymar. Hazard. It's Hazard! Can he get on the end of this? And this is Hazard. Manchester United claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. It's their second corner of the game.
Hazard. Coming on the field is number 27, Serginho.
Well taken goal. And that could well be the winner.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And this is Totti. Real chance!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined.
Bullet! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
And Hullet! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Neymar is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Nice interception, well timed. Manchester United leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Beckham.
Manchester United really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And that's a good ball. Looking to play him in. Goretzka. And it's Serginho. Oh, important interception. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Tries to play it through, and he cuts out the supply. Goretzka. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, that's superb. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And we're done. Manchester United have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Hullet voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Making their way home on public transportation
And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it turned out to be a bit of...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line.
Getting up there! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He's a sharp little ball here. That has been cut short. Costa Curta. For Petit. Now it's Messi. Howson getting this one clear. Zanetti. Totti. Rijkaard. This is a promising build-up. Azar touches it back. Rijkaard! That was mighty close. Totti, it's Totti!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Madrid with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. Tries to cross. And it's Rijkaard. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the
Chance! Well, that has not gone well. First quarter of an hour gone. Petit. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Manchester United, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. There's the header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And it's Hullet. Darren Fletcher. It's out for a goal kick. Hazard is onto it in a flash. Now it's Shevchenko. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now takes a shot! Goal! That was easy, almost too easy.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Tries to pass it through. Just eases him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Goes for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
"30 minutes gone. No, that's been intercepted. Pull it. Beckham. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's quick to get rid. Back in once more.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Baresi plays it forward. And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko. Totti.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's in a good position here. And a chance!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Some resolute defending there. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hazard.
Such good technique.
He's picked his way through. Chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Shevchenko. Costa Curta. He's found space here. That's good play. And he whips it. Terrific effort! No, not the best of headers. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Hazard picks it up out wide. Desai. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Manchester United trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So straight into the second half.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Totti! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid have their second corner now. They've played it short. Costa Curta hangs one in. And now they can spring out of defence. Saka. Hazard is wide and looking to get onto this.
Madrid definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
That's very neat. Incoming delivery. And it's Shevchenko. And it's Zanetti. Desai is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Manchester United still this single goal behind. Messi. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the shot! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Beckham. Bullet looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't...
And a shot! Desai is there, and he can get that clear. And here's Asa. It's Asa! A real chance and a real let-off.
Manchester United really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Serginho! Baresi deals with that comfortably.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And this is Messi. Messi purring through the gears. Saka did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gerrard. And that's another good win of the ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Showing good feet. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game.
He looked rushed, he should have waited for some movement.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9.
So we have movement on both benches.
Totti. El dorsal 10. Hazard. El dorsal 17.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
El dorsal 15.
Rijkaard.
El dorsal 25.
Costa Curta calmly anticipates.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rijkaard. Time is running out here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Now Costa Curta. Nice looking ball. He's found space here. Perez. That is good strength. He leaps for it. Oh, crossbar! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Shifted it to the flank. He's in plenty of space here. Lovely bit of skill.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
It's a good run down the right. Cross goes in there. Messi. Well seen. Saw that. He's having a hit!
2 minutos de descuento.
And that has left him in a heap. Pedri. Oh, this looks sharp. Perez charging forward, the ball at his feet. McAllister. Hullet. And there goes the final whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Jim, which player is best equipped for... He's having a hit! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And the pass is intercepted. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against France.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Struck first time! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Chance! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Looking to play him in. And this is Neymar. Chance, surely! And he can thump it away. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Dembele. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Pass somewhat off target. Gerrard.
France always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Now Mbappe.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. Gerrard. Now it's Dembele. Szoboszlai. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Azar. Some really good ball movement. Played out wide. Neymar. Neymar getting forward. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cherki. He's shifting through the gears here. This looks promising. Tries a shot! It's loose now, and they... Oh, what has happened here? Opts to play it back. Pull it. Now it's Neymar. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Szoboszlai. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gerrard. And Guardiol. Mbappe. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Skims one in. Dembele. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Guirassy.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, that's a key interception. Cherki. Lovely, now then. Great chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
France really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Guirassy picks it up from the goal kick. Mbappe. And it's Dembele. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That has been cut short. Scholes. That's a sharp pass. Peruzzi breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cherki. It's a really well-measured ball. Out towards the flank. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Quick reminder today,
Manchester United leading by one at the break.
Today's winning lottery numbers.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Manchester United have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Manchester United currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And a chance! And a neat finish! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
He's got away. It's Raul! And that would have been some goal.
Raul just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And no, that was never going to make it. Gerrard calmly anticipates.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Szoboszlai is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. France have it back and can go again. Beckham, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Vinicius Junior. It's a good spell of possession, this. He's got plenty of space out wide. Getting up there! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Gerrard is there, and he can pick it up. Knocks it into space. Now it's Beckham. Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That's the throw. Spread it left. Gerrard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's a promising position. Oh, good climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Coming on to replace him is number 27.
Defending was strong and firm. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And this is Hullet.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Nicely weighted ball. Short changes him with that pass. Well timed, excellent interception. More and more pressure on the ball here. Scholes. Can he latch on to this? And it's Neymar.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That has not gone well. And here's Azar. Now it's Raul. Scholes is the team's great visionary. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now this could be a chance.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Mbappe! A real chance and a real let-off.
Manchester United. Number 9.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away.
Number 18.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Serginho gets it clear. That is ended up in no man's land. And that's been drilled in. Oh, that was vital. Gerrard. Manchester United have got it. He's going for goal! It's hit the crossbar. And he can clear it away. Dembele. Now it's Gerrard.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Chance here to counter. And he's picked it up out wide. Can he get it through? Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Hullet voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Tim?
Manchester United definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked.